Welcome back to City Skylines. I've got something to do first of all. I would like to change my town name to Drewtopia because I think it sounds a lot better. Just while I'm in here, let's check the policies. Okay. I think we can send more young adults into education. I think that'll work well for us. We'll also boost our parks somewhat as well, just throughout the city. We have taxation issues. Low density commercial. Just currently sitting at 13%, which is not very high, although the high density is sitting at 9, so that may be why they're annoyed. Okay. We have dead bodies in here, do we? Is it this one? No. That's the one. Oh my. Shop till you drop centre, a dead person is waiting for transport. Ooh, that's morbid. Okay, we seem to have a bit of a dead body issue here, so let us add actually, if I rethink that, if I put this one here, then I can put another one here, and I can also have a crematorium beside it. Now that appears to have blacked out the entire city centre. Production is high enough. So what on earth is wrong with this? Oh, I see. Okay. So I apparently took out one of my power lines by putting down that cemetery. But, you know, that was a little bit of a special moment. We can have a solar power plant. I've just had a small realization here. There's going to be a jump cut. Okay, so small jump cut. I have just realised that Becky had the infinite money cheat on. Because she's having a bit of a play around in her world. So, yeah. That's a thing. So I've just gone back to here. And we will have... Can we place this in such a fashion that it will not destroy Okay, maybe we're better just building one then. Let's go with that. We don't have anything for this area, so... we'll take out a couple of areas in the new forest park. Since apparently they do need a cemetery in their industrial area. Permission to find that a little weird? Okay. We do need to extend our water pipe somewhat here. Our next port of call will be to build a solar power plant, as I was about to do before that jump cut. We do need 44,000 citizens before we can go nuclear, so... but this will give us 160 megawatts of power, which is... well, it'll give us a nice cushion, certainly. Can we... yes. We can boost the budget for electricity somewhat to take a little bit of the strain off for now. Yeah, that's much better. Water's doing okay for the time being. How are our... oh, our water treatment plants are actually getting rid of some of the sewage we're putting, which is very nice actually. I'm aware there's a new piece of land available, thank you. Building is turned off. Why? Not enough water. It's not hooked up to the water supply. That's problematic. I do apologise. We have a garbage issue. Okay then. How's our zoning here? We have nothing here. Okay. So we are going to have a landfill site in around about here, and an incineration plant beside it. We actually need more incineration plants. I think that may be part of why there's so much build-up. So let's extend this road. And we'll not skimp on them. We'll build another two, despite the fact of 30,000 each, and that actually takes up all of our money. Will these need hooked up to the water, to the electricity? Sorry, no, they won't. Okay, so we're still garnering in a good 13,000 per week. Yes, Elisa Green, I'm aware that your garbage collection is getting a little out of hand. We also have overly high taxes in a building here, not enough educated workers in another. Dead bodies. Empty, apart from the dead body. Okay, we do need a significant increase in spending on healthcare. So we're going to do that, of course. And that does seem to be making people a little happier. We may also benefit from another cemetery. Cemeteries aren't in waste, you morbid bastard. Perhaps just to get more hearses on the road. Cemetery usage is only 3% though, so... You know what, we're gonna do it. There you go, and you can send some hearses out and collect the dead bodies in this area. Oh, hello. Citizens are sick in the Oriental residence. A plague on your one house is the new name for that building. There are 17 adults and 30 young adults living in the high density residential. And they are dropping like flies. We now have 12 young adults. Wow. Okay. So apparently there was some sickness going on in that building, and the entire population of it, apart from 3 people, have now perished. I don't feel good about that. I'm going to demolish it and build a small a medical centre instead. Oh my. Well, I can only apologise for the families of those involved in what can only be described as a tragedy. We can, once we have enough money, build on this train network. We do also have the metro system, but I'm not a big fan of it. It doesn't seem particularly well used. Well, actually, 415 citizens per week are using it. That's not horrendous. Dunbar Park appears to be taking off quite well. Electricity and water supplies are still... well, they're not perfect. So, that in mind, I think we can afford to pop another plant down, and then another inlet pipe as well. Like so. So our pumping capacity is now 600,000 cubic meters, and our draining is 640,000. That should be enough to tide us through. We may, for what it's worth... no, I think well, I should be okay there. We have severed the power line here, but the stations themselves will actually cover the shortfall there. So we have a workers issue here, and we have water issues there, which are now sorted. So I think we can accelerate time a little bit, quickly watch Dunbar Park grow, hopefully, anyway. Although there still seems to be a lack of workers. The elementary school is on fire. Where? Can you help me? fire services are in attendance, and the building should be saved. Operating normally. Huge fire, entire building up in flames. Seconds later, operating normally. So our town, we will be building across the train tracks in a moment or two. But we do have some need for industrial. And I think our road will go from here. Page up to get over the road, and then page down. Like so. So our new industrial area will run fairly parallel to the train tracks. I don't like that road, so I'm actually just going to go ahead and get rid of it. That's a little better. That's not perfect, but it's okay. I'm not going for a pure grid system. So we should make all of this not commercial, industrial. Zoom in a little and we'll go top down as well. Like so, that will do. Now we will need to ensure the water goes to here. Should expand that just a little as well. Like so. There we are. And the electricity won't actually make it there of its own accord, but that will, in theory at least, that will actually, well, that will fail. So we'll need to do, oh, damn you game, I don't wish to, right, fine, have it your way. Okay, we can have our solar power plant at last, which needs to be placed roadside. Okay, and that should take our production up to, yes, over 600. Which is very nice indeed. The building has burned down. Whereabouts? This one here? Yes, okay. It's a rather small one. How do you not have enough water? Because you're not connected to the water supply. How did I not manage that? Okay. So we're going to have a roundabout coming off of here. Like so. And there we are. And we'd like a dual carriageway with trees coming off of the circle, like so, and then single tree roads branching off like so. We will need a curve in the road here. And that's going to be a new residential area. Perhaps with a further road coming off of here. Like, no, not like so, apparently. Straight road. There we are. Now this area will need a hospital. It will need a cemetery. It will need a small fire station, or perhaps two. One's probably enough, actually. It will need an elementary school. And it will need a playground. And they're all going to be in one area. Meanwhile, let's take the power lines we have here. Let's not, in fact, let's take new power lines. And pop them here. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a run of commercial on both sides of this road. And then we're going to have residential here. This part is going to be low density commercial, and these will be high. A little more low on this side. And some offices alongside the train line. Because, you know, people get the most work done when they're disturbed by trains. We'll bring this down like so. Along here. Let's go around the corner somewhat. So water should no longer be an issue. And well, okay. Because of that small development there, power is no longer an issue in that area. Excuse me, a little bit bunged up today actually. So with 27,000 citizens, We are ticking along fairly nicely. We will be building off of this road, but perhaps not right now. Do we have any major issues at the moment? A couple of abandoned buildings. Not that one. Let's zoom in so we can find out what's going wrong. Taxes too high. This is low density commercial. Okay. Let's bring them down a touch then. Bring them to 12. And once again, we don't have high taxes because I forgot I did that after I before I reset the game. Okay, so that little bit of income, added income rather, is actually quite a boost, and we're now making 25,000, 26,000 and counting in revenue per week. 28,000 now. 29. That's almost 30,000 actually. Okay. So I think I'm going to call this episode here. And what we're going to do in the next one is we are going to buy land either side of our town. I would like to have a bridge section, I think, over this small river, possibly alongside the train line, and we'll start building in this area as well. What kind of resources do we have here? I think it's this one. No, it's that one. We have some fertile land, we have a bit of oil, and a lot of ore in this area. So we could start mining for ore in an industrial area. Well, anyway, for now, let's call this episode here, like I say. Get rid of that. And from still Dehumanisedland, not anymore, from the newly renamed Drewtopia, and from myself, goodbye for now. We'll see you in the next episode of City Skylines. Thanks for watching.